Hello to all the lovely FS children. Happy Thursday. I know that I'm very excited because it's the Eid holiday, so we have a few days break, well deserved. So I'm going to read you a story. The story is called The Tiger and the Wise Man, and it's the author is Andrew Fuskett Peters, and it's been illustrated by Diana Marrow. Now, it's quite a long story, so we're going to do it in two parts, okay? And this will be good because I'm wondering if you're going to remember the characters and actually what was going on in the story. So let's make a start. Tiger was being very badly behaved as usual. In fact, he was asking for trouble. What with his terrifying toddlers chasing children and being totally beastly to all the other animals at the waterhole. It's not very kind of him, is it? All those poor children running away from him. He's licking those ginormous teeth as well. Enough is enough, cried the villagers. We must teach him to be not such a tiresome tiger and to teach him a lesson. So they gathered them all together to build a cage out of bamboo and hid it in the bushes and put a nice tempting lump of meat inside the trap. Oh, what a smell. Tiger's tummy was rumbling. He pulled with anticipation. That's a long word. So he was very excited, being anticipated. He's got to wait for something. He was so entranced. He paddled straight into the cage and whoop! Down came the door and the tiger was trapped. Ha ha, serves you right, laughed the villagers as they danced off to hold a feast in celebration of the big cat in the cage. He doesn't look very happy at all, does he? I don't think I'd be very happy if I was in a cage. Along came a wise man who had no idea what a nuisance the tiger had been. He paused by the cage. Oh, Mr. Wise Man, oh me, why me? Moaned the tiger. And he waited patiently as if he were ill. How can I be of help, Tiger? He asked the wise man. I have been tricked and trapped by a terrible villagers, whined the tiger. They want to turn me into a rug. Please, please, please let me out. Let you out? Laughed the wise old man. That would be very unwise. You'd simply eat me up. Eat you up? Glimpsed the tiger. He looked closely at the tasting man. He would be perfect for his breakfast. I promise. Oh well, that's it then. I'll take your word for it, good tiger. The wise man smiled and opened the cage. The tiger sprang out as quickly as it could, catapulted and grabbed the wise man with his sharp jaws. But you made a promise, wailed the wise man. To eat you? Yes, indeed I did. You should have listened more closely to what I said. Now please don't make any more noise or you will be put out for my breakfast. The tiger's jaws opened wide. He drooled, he dribbled. He had awful table manners, very, very meaty breath, and his teeth were too sharp for the wise man's liking. The wise man thought very quickly. He had no desire to take a trip with into the tiger's tummy. Just that second, Tiger announced at the wise man, What is this? I haven't got all day, growling. Oh, I'd like a second opinion on this, said the wise man. It's really not fair I let you out of your cage just so that you can turn me around and swallow me up. Well, you might be right, agreed the tiger. Right then, I suppose I can wait for my breakfast for a little bit longer. Tiger held firmly onto the wise man, and together they approached the banyan tree to ask for her opinion. Should the tiger eat the old wise man? Rumbled the big banyan. Well, it is very pleasant when people seek by the shade of the day and the twilight and the poets and all inspired beauty. Yet after the dark, my branches and my sister's branches are cut down for firewood, and fancy furniture, and my leaves are stripped bare. Banyan began to shake with anger. The human race is beyond belief. So I say, let the tiger eat the wise man. That's settled then, announced the tiger. My belly is rumbling and... Be patient. Let's ask him for another opinion, pleaded the old wise man, who very much wanted to carry on breathing. Oh really, this is too much, sighed the tiger. Come on then, lunch on legs. Let's be quick about it. So off they set to look for a crocodile. And on the bank of the river, the wise man stepped up onto a long green log by the view. Oi! Snapped the crocodile, throwing the wise man into a slimy mud bath. What do you want? I just want to be a nice little snooze here. Tiger hurried to put the question on him. Said the crocodile in a silvery voice. You human beings are always chasing me with your big guns. And what for? A pair of shoes? You humans get under my skin, he hissed, seethed through his sharp teeth. So, I say, let that tiger eat the old wise man. With that, the crocodile slipped off into the river. My opinion precisely, said the tiger, and not before long we started to start up having my breakfast, and now I'm really ready to have my lunch. Just wait a minute. You big hairy bully, sniffled the wise man. I'm not ready for a serving yet. He pointed for the eagle through the hot afternoon. At last, an opinion, just one more, he cried. Tiger hissed in irritation as the eagle landed gracefully on a nearby branch. More delays? What a waste of valuable time, growled the tiger. He said begrudgingly. Stretched out the eagle. I am the queen of the sky, but up there is only wind I can battle with. But when I nest, humans come to steal my eggs. They shoot me and stuff me and put me on their walls. She fixed her eyes on the wise man with beady eyes. So I say, let the tiger eat the wise man. Eagle had flown off. The tiger returned with a big smile on the wise man's face. No more excuses. It's already dinner time. Maybe I should toast you first. He tapped his sharp claws impatiently. The wise man gave up all hope of what to do. He cried, toast, bowls and casseroles. My life is not worth being a fig. With that, he flung himself into mercy and started snarling at the beef face down with his hands and over his ears so he would not have to hear the tiger's reply. That very moment, a jackal came along and he had started to overhear the whole conversation. My dear tiger, what a clever fella animal you are, she started to bark by being pleasant. Do you think? Tiger puffed. Oh yes indeed, you really are the king of the cats. But let me tell you, where is the cage you managed to escape from? The tiger was more happy to tell the story. He even packed into how the cage was hidden, leaving the wise man to lay there. Jackal pretended to study the cage. "You are the most intelligent tiger I know," she was singing. By now the tiger was so puffed and chuffed with himself, he'd forgotten all about the wise man, who began crawling away halfway in terror. The jackal continued, "But you don't understand how these simple visitors could stick you into a cage. Oh, honestly, let me show you." He beamed into the cage and pretended to be trapped. "But I'm still not clever. Was the door open or closed?" said the jackal. And before you knew it, the cage door was trapped and the tiger was in there. "Not as dumb as Stripy Feathers," said the jackal. "You are hungry and now you've got to just have desserts." Jackal trotted off sniggering, and all the cleverness made her horribly hungry. "Cooey, wise man, don't run away yet," she called. "You haven't thanked me for tricking the tiger, and as a reward, how about treating me to dinner?" It's going back. And that's the end of the story. Lots going on there. Very, very long story. Wondered whether it was the tiger or the wise man who ended up being lucky. Who knows, or was it the jackal?